Once upon a time in a small village nestled between hills and forests, there lived a young boy named Harish. He was kind-hearted, helpful, and energetic, but he had one major flaw: he often acted before thinking things through. His parents, teachers, and even friends would often tell him, "Harish, think before you act," but he never took their advice seriously. One sunny afternoon, Harish was walking through the forest on his way home from school. As he strolled along the familiar path, he noticed a shiny object under a bush. Curious, he ran over and found a beautiful golden watch lying on the ground. "Wow! This must be worth a fortune," Harish exclaimed, picking it up. Without thinking twice, he slipped the watch into his pocket and rushed home to show his father. When he reached home, he excitedly presented the watch to his father. "Look what I found in the forest," he said, beaming with pride. His father's expression changed. "Harish, did you ask around if someone lost it? Maybe it's a villager's watch or a traveler's." "No, I didn't. I found it lying on the ground. Finders keepers, right?" Harish replied. His father shook his head. "No, son. That's not how it works. It's not yours, and keeping it without trying to find the owner is wrong. Go to the village square tomorrow and ask if anyone has lost a watch." Reluctantly, Harish agreed. The next morning, he went to the village square with the watch. There he saw an old man talking to the village headman. The old man looked worried and kept pointing to his wrist. Harish overheard the man saying, "I must have dropped my golden watch while passing through the forest yesterday. It was a gift from my son. I'm heartbroken." Feeling guilty, Harish stepped forward. "Sir, I found this watch yesterday. I think it's yours." The old man's face lit up. "Yes. This is it. Thank you, young boy. This means the world to me." The villagers praised Harish's honesty. His heart swelled with pride. Not for keeping the watch, but for doing the right thing. A few days later, another incident occurred, one that taught Harish a much bigger lesson. One morning, as Harish passed by the village temple, he saw smoke rising from the back of the building. Alarmed, he thought, the temple must be on fire. Without checking or calling for help, he ran to the temple bell and began ringing it loudly and urgently. The bell was a signal for emergencies, and soon, villagers came running from all directions. "Panic! The temple is on fire!" Harish shouted. Everyone grabbed buckets of water and rushed to the back of the temple, only to find that the smoke was not from a fire, but from a pile of leaves being burned by the gardener. The village headman turned to Harish and said sternly, "You didn't even check what was happening before causing panic. People could have been hurt rushing here." Harish felt ashamed. "I'm sorry. I just wanted to help." The headman replied, "Good intentions must be guided by clear thinking. Rushing to act without knowing the full picture can cause more harm than good." Harish went home that day deep in thought. He realized how his habit of acting on impulse had almost caused a disaster. From that day on, Harish changed. Whenever he faced a situation, he paused, thought things through, and then acted. His decisions became wiser, his actions more effective, and people started respecting him even more. Years later, Harish grew up to be the most trusted leader of the village. When people asked him the secret to his wisdom, he would smile and say, "The best lesson I ever learned was this: think before you act." Moral: think before you act. Hasty actions can lead to regret, but thoughtful decisions lead to respect and success.